Hey, it is Friday, which means it's the People Like You podcast. My name is Emmanuel Osisera, your online personal trainer and wellness coach. And today I met with a very special guest, Miss Maria Lopez. So I know that we've had some conversations already doing treatment sessions in the past about the reason why you're very active, and I know that you have a story to share with other people as far as where you started from, what got you into it, what kept you going, and then also the hurdles that you're facing right now and what you're doing to overcome those. So go ahead and start by introducing yourself and telling us a little about yourself.
Okay. Hello everyone and happy day. My name is Maria Lopez. I am 44 years old. I have 3 lovely children. They're adults, but they're still my children. I have 2 grandkids and 1 on the way. So how I started this journey, fit journey. It was actually not a plan. I just kind of stumbled into it after a divorce. Within that time, of course, most of you might know, you go through depression, and it was very hard for me to eat or do anything. So accidentally I lost 50 pounds within 6 months. When I realized how much weight I had lost, I started thinking how good I actually felt, first of all. So then I decided, hey, why not keep this going? So I decided to join a gym because I needed motivation. I needed to find myself again. Had been married 15 years, so I kind of lost myself within that marriage. So I needed to refine me. Who was Maria? What does Maria want to eat, do, like, etc.? And within that, I joined the gym and I found my heaven. I found my peace. I found that that was it for me. And I am very grateful that I started that journey. It wasn't easy to stay motivated. A lot of my family, friends, they weren't into fitness, so it was kind of hard to get started at first. But when you're mentally strong, if you're mentally strong, you can do it, and you don't need a lot of support. But if you're not mentally strong, then yeah, you definitely got to find a mental support group that will help you. Right,
and I'm glad you mentioned how you started off, because is it something that you started off by yourself? I noticed that a lot of people that are starting the gym for the first time, it's hard for them to start alone. It helps to have accountability partners. So after the divorce, were you just in it by yourself, and how did that work?
It was crazy scary. I was so frightened, but I knew that I wanted something different for my life, and I knew that once I actually went in the gym the first day, I was so afraid. You know, being married so long, that was my strength. Now I felt alone in the world, and now I'm alone here at this gym where everybody looks nice and knows what they're doing, and there's me. Oh, by the way, at this point I'm at 205 pounds.
Right.
So that was my heaviest ever. So I felt very uncomfortable, very insecure. But I had a motivation. I had a goal in my head, and it wasn't a big goal. At that time, it was just to try to keep feeling good, feeling that mental healthiness that I was feeling. It wasn't even so much keep dropping the weight. It was more of the way I was feeling for me.
So more of a process.
Yes.
Okay. That's so. I actually even wrote a blog post about the intimidations. I called it Gym Fear Myths, and that's a real thing. Doing personal training and stuff, I've worked with people who get intimidated in that gym setting, and I see people all the time who come into the gym and I can imagine how intimidating that must be. So what really got you through that initial, like, oh my gosh, like I'm at the gym by myself sort of?
I just kept doing it every day. Making it a routine, making it a habit, it gets easier, and you do get comfortable, and then you become the one on the other side where people are, you know, you could tell when they come in and they're intimidated.
Right.
And now you could approach those people. Right. Hey, do you want to work out with me? Hey, you know, I do that constantly at the gym. Perfect. Or if I see somebody doing something that maybe it could be easier on their bodies, I'll approach them.
Right.
Of course, if they're willing to listen. If not, I don't force anything on anyone. So.
Yeah, there's there's a fine line there's a lot of egos in the gym too, so even if your heart is and intentions are in the right place, you know, everybody doesn't want to get help. But that's super cool to see how you kind of went from, you know, novice student to now you know enough, you've been to the gym long enough to be able to teach someone, and I know you're very passionate about it. So how long have you been going to the gym now?
I want to say a good since about 06.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, since 2006.
Okay.
Of course, I had my hurdles, you know, some surgeries or downtime that I had to take, but I always go back.
Perfect.
And for me, the gym was the answer, not outdoors. I know a lot of people do cycling, or they swim, or they do other things. For me, I felt more secure, even though it was frightening. I felt an environment where I was inside.
Right.
That's what worked for me.
Right, right.
Yeah, so when you're starting or wanting, how do I do this? Where do I go about this?
Right.
If you want to follow your instinct, what do you like to do? Right. Are you an outdoors person? Are you an indoor person?
Yeah. That's a good point for me. I'm like you. I like lifting stuff. I like the indoors. The only thing I prefer to do outdoors myself is running. I'm not a big treadmill guy, but no, that's a great point. So I'm taking it that you found what you were comfortable with, what you enjoyed doing, and you just made a habit out of that.
Oh yes.
Awesome. So I want to go back real quick to what you said just a couple seconds ago, as far as some of the hurdles, because 2006. I mean, that's well over 10 years. So what are some of the hurdles and the setbacks that you faced, and how did you kind of overcome them?
Okay, for me, mainly being sick or having surgeries. So I had to take that downtime of months. But within that time, I still watched what I ate.
Right.
So once you learn to lose weight, it's easier to maintain a certain weight that you feel comfortable with. So for me, it's 150. If I'm going past 150, that's my worry zone.
Right.
So even though I'm not working out, I'm okay as long as I'm watching what I'm eating. You could try many different things. People try cutting calories, people try intermittent fasting, just eating less meals throughout the day.
Right.
You know, it's just whatever, learn your body.
Right.
Test it out,
right.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, there's definitely more than one way to lose weight. So what's worked for you personally?
Honestly, for me, I love to eat. So cutting calories doesn't count. For me, I have to go and work out. I have to lift, I have to do the cardio. And it's just something that keeps me mentally healthy also. Right. So I really enjoy it. Right. So, and even if I've gained up to 150, I don't get discouraged. I know that, hey, I'm gonna get back to it. Right. Yeah. So no matter how much I've had to stop working out, I know that I could get back to it and it'll be okay. I don't get discouraged.
Good. Yeah, it sounds like you have your routine down. That's the gist that I'm getting, and that's definitely something. I mean, if you do anything for that long, you're going to have a routine. So even if you had your surgery or sickness or whatever, it's cool that you're able to just easily bounce back. I want to talk about the mental game of when you're down. I know that you've recently had an injury that's kept you out of your regular workout routine, and just being around you, I know how tough that's been on you from a mental standpoint. You're out of your routine. You can't lift the heavy stuff that you're used to. So how's that been like, and kind of where are you at right now? What are some things that you've learned maybe?
Okay, so what I've learned from my injury is that don't judge people, first of all. Right. Because I've always thought if people aren't doing more at the gym, it's because they don't want to. They choose not to. Or, I don't know, I used to criticize them. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, some of those people could have been hurt. Only they know what they were going through or why they were lifting only 10 pounds. Because I love to lift. The heavier, the better, and it's just I love that. So what I learned from this, first of all, don't criticize people. Everybody's going at their own pace, and that's fine. What I've also learned that it's okay to take that downtime. I don't watch like crazy what I'm eating. I'm actually even enjoying eating and just telling myself this is just meanwhile. It's not forever. It's temporary. You're gonna heal. You're gonna get back out there. But it's also made me realize when I get back into lifting, maybe I'm not gonna push myself as hard to lift necessarily 35 pounders. Maybe I'll go a little bit lighter now. Take
right.
care of my body a little
right.
bit more instead of that, like you said, ego. We
right.
get into that ego.
Yeah,
I want to do this much, and yeah, we got to think of our bodies a little bit more.
Right. It sounds like it's been a humbling experience, to the point where when you do go back, you're able to have a greater appreciation for working out. What are some of your favorite routines that you like to do, as far as like
deadlifting?
Deadlift. Oh, that's
deadlifting,
right.
Push-ups. People hate push-ups. I love them.
What do you like about them? So
they just make me feel so strong. I've tried to do many different type of push-ups. The fingertip push-ups, those make me feel super strong. I just love to feel the strength in my body.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So deadlift would be the one, and then push-ups and burpees. I love burpees.
Right. Now you work out how many times a week?
When I'm well, I try to go 4 times at least.
At least 4 times. Okay. So yeah, I'm about 4 times a week as well too. And we were talking earlier today about the impact that working out has on even your relationships, your family, your friends. So like when you first meet someone, you want to know how important working out is to their lifestyle and stuff. Kind of share about that.
I never thought that fitness and working out would be so important that it even mattered to my relationships when I was dating, or even with my children. Or I shouldn't say it's my number one, but it is one of my number one.
Right.
Because when I first started dating my fiance now, the first questions out of my mouth was, "How do you feel about me working out?" And he kind of just looked at me funny, and I'm like, it's really important to me, so I need to know and be honest, because I'm going to find out, and you're going to find out how much I love to work out.
Right.
Yeah, I need you to trust me that if it's 1 in the morning and I'm telling you I'm at the gym, I'm at the gym.
Right.
Because this is me. This is what keeps me healthy. It keeps me happy. And when I say healthy, I mean overall.
Right.
Your mind,
right.
your body, your heart. It's all together.
Yeah.
My children, I spend time with them. I do what I can, but they're adults now. So there's times when I have to tell them, no, I'm sorry, I'm at the gym, or I need to go to the gym. Oh, Mom, sorry. I need to be around, and in order to do that, I need to work out.
Yeah. I
need to be healthy.
Yeah. It sounds, I'm so glad you shared that. It sounds almost therapeutic for you.
It is.
I know you work long hours, and kind of touch on what are some different areas outside of fitness in your regular lifestyle that fitness have had an impact on? Because you've been on both ends of the spectrum. You've been inactive before, and now, like you said, since 2006, now you're just rolling and stuff. So what's been the night and day difference that fitness has had in other areas of your life?
Okay, well, I haven't mentioned yoga, but for me, yoga was a complete turnaround in my lifestyle, as far as how I saw the world and people around me, and how I even reacted to people. People could come at me with mean things, or they could be rude, and I try to be more calm. I could handle situations a lot better. It's brought me, I could be in chaos, but inside I'm okay. So fitness has shown me to breathe, relax, and just be a better person overall.
Take it easy, right?
Taking it easy.
Right. That's very interesting. Now, I know that you started going into the gym by yourself back in 2006. Can you explain, have you had a support group? Has there, like, family, friends, has there been anybody that's kind of spurred you on? Have you had any points in your life where you just kind of had to depend on people to kind of get you over the hump? Anything like that?
I'll be honest.